Hey guys, and we're finally here with the final vlog about the Project Horus. Now this is something, like I said in the creation video, this is something 99% of the things I didn't ever do, and the 1% is probably spray painting. So yeah, okay, let's go to the next part. I'm going to say all the components that are inside currently. Well, that's the whole thing about Thermaltake Invitational, but let's go. So we have the Thermaltake LEVEL 20 GT case. We have the ML360 LCS kit from them. This is the water cooling kit. We have the Thermaltake ToughPower iRGB 80 plus platinum 850 watts power supply. We have the Patriot Viper RGB 2x8 gigabytes RAMs, and we have their Patriot Burst 2.5 inch 480 gigabytes SSD. Next to that we have the MSI B450M Gaming Plus motherboard. We have the RTX MSI GeForce RTX 2060 Gaming Z graphic card, and we have the AMD Ryzen 5 2500X. Now these are all components that were delivered for the project, and we could manage some extra from Thermaltake, like additional reservoir, like custom sleeved extenders for the power supply, and what else, additional fittings. And basically that was it. I didn't go too much. Oh yeah, and the PCI riser, exactly. So I didn't go much with the additional parts, because when I saw the motherboard and when I saw the case, I decided that it's definitely time to do something different. I mean, the case is huge, the motherboard is very small, micro ATX, and I don't think there was any other solution for me than to revert everything inside the case, take it apart, and just do my own thing inside it, design it completely. So that's why you have a power supply shroud that is basically viewable from both sides. So now the meaning of tempered glass comes to a show, because as you can see, all the cables are beneath the power supply shroud, and you have the access to the power supply, you have the access for the cables and everything, and you could reroute everything nicely. So the power supply shroud is CNC cut steel, and it's very precisely done by the guys. I have no words. Next to that you have an opening on both sides, so both sides are completely the same for the power supply, so you can see, so you could check out the RGB. I mean, Thermaltake is well known for their RGB stuff, so definitely needed to show that. You have the double T logo over here, and above the double T logo you have a special opening for the cables. And at the right side you have the Eye of Horus, just to finish the whole power supply shroud, the design, and to get the Egyptian style as it should be. Now, talking about the color scheme and everything, I decided to go with gold, black, and I was planning right from the start to go with white lights, just to get a complete diversity, because this kind of gets, you know, black and gold, and then you get the white to take everything into a different perspective. So lights are white, as you can see, except the GPU. I left that in the RGB mode just to get a center position like the Eye of Horus, because when I googled all the images and searching, I saw one cool picture, Eye of Horus, and then you have this pyramid and everything is in the middle. So that's why I actually placed the graphic card in the middle, and to make it look like that. So it's really, for me, it's really cool. I have to say, it's really cool. I have a special here legs that hold the graphic card in mid-air, and the PCI riser connected to the motherboard with papyrus. That is actually their ancient letter, well, not letter like written, but ancient paper that they wrote on. Next to that, as you can see on the sides, you have the hieroglyphs that Egyptians usually wrote in their pyramids or in their letter, or anything like that. And if you watch Discovery Channel or stuff like that, then you most likely saw an Egyptian themed series where they shown how they wrote. Honestly, I don't know their letter, but I was checking all the Egyptian styles and stuff like that. So I decided to make the tempered glass worthy of something finally, and not just showing the components inside, because I always have problem managing the tempered glass and what to do with it. This time, this was the idea, and I think it looks okay, right? I mean, you'll decide, guys. Also, I placed some hieroglyphs here on the side, so you know, you have get like a feeling. You get the feeling like you're entering the pyramid and checking all the stuff out, and it's like crazy, but okay. 2 Eye of Horus here just to be in center position of the fans. Otherwise, if it was a one fan, I would put 1 Eye of Horus. But then again, you have to make some symmetry, because Egyptians were all about symmetry and everything was as it should be. I mean, check the pyramids. They were all in the same position. All sides are the same. There's no difference whatsoever. 2 reservoirs in diagonal position, one SSD which has a custom plate on it with Eye of Horus in the same diagonal position with the statue of Horus. So you have practically an X in the middle, and basically that is the graphic card. So if you pull all the lines, you get a pyramid, but there was no practically space for pyramid or anything else. I did modify the left side, the right side, the top side, the front side, but then again, you think about it, I was thinking about it, and the motherboard is going in a completely different way. And what I'm going to do with the back side, I can't leave the back side as it is. It doesn't look hideous, it will look hideous with the build. I had to modify it just to make it look different. So I took the dimensions, draw everything in AutoCAD, and just place a nice steel plate, gold of course, golden colored, spray painted in gold with double T logo on the top. Then you have the Eye of the Horus, and then you have the AMD, MSI and Patriot Viper logos as well, just to give it a more better look. I mean, you can see it right here, but I'm zooming all the pictures so you can see that as well. So guys, basically I have to say this was really a challenge. Last 3 days I barely slept at all, recording for the time-lapse. The time-lapse video is coming very soon, so don't forget, guys, check it out, definitely. I hope you liked the video, even though there was more spray painting, some CNC cuts for the steel parts, CNC cuts for the plexiglass. As you can see, this is plexiglass. Loads of stuff that I did. Demolishing the graphic cards, taking it apart, custom backplate for the graphic card, custom power supply shroud, dusting, painting, brushing, all stuff was crazy. And I did the frosted tubing for the first time in my life. So yeah, that's another thing that I did differently than usual. And guys, I honestly hope you like this build as well as the other ones that you constantly comment that you love and what I do. So I really appreciate it, guys. And soon the voting starts for the Thermaltake Invitational Balkan 219. So guys, vote for your best. I won't say vote for me because that isn't fair. Vote for your best builder, and that's all there is to it, guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time in my regular videos, and bye bye.